The small shop owner has buyed in the Santa or in any Raitu Bazaar.
एक ही जगह पे मिलके those type of plastics are known as thermosetting plastics. Comparison, there are 3 types:
up, down, right, left.
I am not inferior to anyone.
We are Clarus. We are top on the Everest. Congratulations.
I want to be a leader.
Good evening to all the principals and teachers who are present for today's program, that is review on new quality policy district seminars. First of all, let me welcome to all of you for today's program, and I take great pleasure in also welcoming Mr. Lakshmaya, Deputy Secretary Academics.
Hello.
And also
good afternoon.
We have a new person with us today, that is Mrs. Geeta Lakshmi, and this is the first time, and welcome to you, madam. She is Deputy Secretary and Control of Examination. This is the first time I think she is appearing in Mana TV program, and we wish her many more innovative programs through Mana TV, and she could interact with the teachers and as well as students. So welcome to both of you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
New quality policy was conceived by our secretary for the society, because let me put in his own words, the society wanted to give a stop to the trainings. We have been conducting trainings for many years now. The results are not very encouraging, though there are some effects on that. So he thought of a novel plan, a very radical plan of asking the teachers prepare the topics and come and prepare a seminar. It is a part of the new quality policy. As you are well aware, there are 10 points to this new quality policy. The first one is seminars, that is district and state level. The second one is mentorship programs. The third one is internship programs, and the fourth one is internal standard boards. And next one is inter-society teacher conclaves district level, and the sixth one is teacher plus clubs. I am sure that you teachers are getting benefited out of this teacher clubs activities in line with E plus activities. And we have peer evaluation, and eighth one is institution accreditation, and life skill studios, a very radical and innovative steps the society has taken recently. And last but not the least, listening skill enhancement activity. I am sure that these programs are going to enhance and empower the society programs and empower the students and the teaching community as well. Now coming to the first NQP, state level or district level seminars, it has not just come upon in order for a sudden. The team, the academic team from the head office, we work day in and day out to come to a effective level. There is a lot of brainstorming with the secretary. There was a lot of discussions went behind it. Then we come out with a policy saying that let us ask our teachers to prepare themselves, give them a topic and let them prepare and see what best they can do the classroom activities, what best they can do in the teaching learning activities. And 10 to 15 days prior to the D-Day of the program, the topic was sent to the teachers and a kind of matrix was followed. We have not seen the teachers we don't know who the teacher is till we met them at the venue. We followed a certain matrix and the teachers are picked up at random, including a principal, including a resource teacher like PED or PET or art and craft teacher and music teachers as well. And we are so happy to meet them at the different places in the 9 districts of Telangana, because RR district and Hyderabad is combined as one. And we are so happy, we are so excited. Various levels of teachers teaching at various levels of their own methodology, their own pedagogy, and we learned different subjects. Many activities we found them, different ways of teaching we found, and we are so, Madam Lakshmi sir and myself, we were so excited to interact with the teachers as well. We also invited evaluators from SCRT and retired principals and degree colleges, and they were so supportive. And the best part of it that the teachers were so resourceful. They were so energetic. They came well prepared. We could see the enthusiasm tickling in the teachers, and that kind of enthusiasm also kept us, it was a very tremendous effort. It was tedious. Three of us were continuously journeying right from Mahendra Hills to Karimnagar, right from 22nd July to 2nd August. There were sleepless nights, but the enthusiasm of the teachers kept us alive, kept us active, and we are so happy that we are part of this NQP, the district level seminar. Having said this, we thought that it is a nice day to interact with the teachers as a whole. It may be including the teachers who have completed the seminar as well, to tell us our observations regarding the seminars which we witnessed and which the teachers so enthusiastically and actively participated. So, let me ask first Mr. Lakshmaya, sir, you were part of this NQP right from the beginning, especially the district seminars. I think you might have observed some 7 districts, if I am not mistaken. Your 7 districts, you were part and parcel of it right from 9:30 to 6:37. You were observing the teachers. Could you tell us your observations as far as the teaching learning process which you observed in the seminars?
Yeah, thank you, George. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. It's a very wonderful experience for me as I am part of this NQP, new quality policy. It's a very radical and innovative decision taken by the academic cell of the society. So, how best that we can contribute for the improvement of the pedagogy, or it can be content. So, that is what we thought that, and how best that we can enhance the skills of the teachers. And we do not know the most of the teachers. Yeah, as George Varkey told rightly that we have been giving trainings to the teachers for the last 3 to 4 years, but we have never seen them in action. We have never seen them in action, and we wanted to see the best practices of our own teachers, and we have been depending on the others, but we wanted to see the strength and skills of our own teachers. So, we thought of giving a chance to teachers, and so that they can upgrade themselves, and they can the kind of the pedagogy that they have got, the kind of content and communicative skills that they have got, and we wanted to see their improvement, and we wanted to see them in action. And this NQP and gave way to these seminars, and I am very quite happy with the new quality policy and the seminars that we have planned. So, I got the opportunity of attending at 7 places, right, starting from Mahendra Hills to the last one, the last
at the Karimnagar.
Last at Karimnagar, yeah, COE Karimnagar. But I am very happy while looking at the presentation of a few principals and junior lecturers, PGTs, TGTs, and the special teachers also as well, and I am quite happy. Yeah, but there are certain observations even I do have, so I will be sharing with you. Yeah, and most of our teachers are very strong at the content of the content part.
Yeah.
The content
sorry
part.
To interrupt here. Let me request all the teachers who are listening to us to take note of the observations for the betterment of their next class activities. And at the end of this program, we will give them some 10 to 15 minutes for interactions with us. Please take note of the points, and you can interact with us at the end of this program. Okay, thank you. Sir, continue please.
and most of our teachers are very strong at the content part. They are thorough with the content, but it's a question of the pedagogy, and most of them, 80% of the teachers, 90% of the teachers, and it's not very innovative, and they wanted to share the content available in the textbook, and mostly they depended on the PPTs. They depended on the PPTs, and they were there at the podium and the platform. They have been whatever the content they have got with them, so they have been sharing, but no activity in the classroom. There is no much activity, and the classrooms are supposed to be interactive, and the classrooms are supposed to be participatory, and there is no much participation from the students. Nearly 20 to 25 students are very much available in that particular classroom, and they were not looked. So there was no touch from the teachers, and only a few teachers, they came out of this platform, and they came and they participated, hardly a few, and there was no much interaction, and they never moved from the places where that they have got there. So this is only an observation.
Okay, sir.
So
let me interrupt you at this point of time. Let me come back to the first point which you have touched upon. You said most of the teachers were depending upon the PPTs, but don't you think that PPT is part of my teaching TLM, teaching learning material?
Yes, I agree with you. So PPT is it's a facilitation. Okay, they can depend on that. So they will be looking at the information available with the PPT. So they could have moved around the classroom.
Okay.
Yeah. They would, so whatever is the content is there, it will be displayed on the PPT screen.
Right.
But so they would have interacted with the children. So it was not there. Yeah.
Okay. So you mean to say that teachers have to use the PPT as only a guide.
Yeah.
Look at the PPT now and then, but most of their teaching or presentation should direct to the audience, the students.
Audience.
You mean to say? So mean to say that teachers were just looking at the PPT and just reading up like that?
So they were 70 to 80% of the teachers out of 20, so maybe around 50 to 60 term, they are looking at the content given to them.
Okay.
So whatever is the PPT slides, the information which is displayed on the screen, so they have been reading the content, and there is no much movement. No, they never looked towards the children. Children, they never asked questions.
Okay. How was the content, sir? How was the content which they prepared as a PPT?
But even the
content was
in a given time, in a given time, so they have given more content rather than the expected.
Okay.
So they have given more content rather it's expected within 15 minutes.
So it goes with the topic?
Yeah, it went with the topic. Most of the content is relevant.
Okay.
But the issue is, and there was no proper introduction of the topic. And it was not, linked to the real life situations.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a mundane, serious presentation of the content.
Okay. Yeah. Do you find any kind of similar pattern in all the 7 districts? Which So that means 7 districts. You might have observed some 150 teachers.
Friends, in all the districts wherever we went there, it's only a serious presentation of the content only. But
the same
only
pattern.
Only 4 to 5 teachers they could make the difference. The principals they could make the difference. So they moved around the class. They brought the teaching aids. So hands-on learning. So there is an activity. Only few teachers they could bring this equipment with them.
Okay, ma'am. Sir, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to ask Gita Lakshmi madam. Madam, I think you also observed. I'm sure that you also observed some 5-6 districts. Teachers, around say 130 teachers you might have observed, including the principals. And what is your observation regarding their seminar?
It's a first kind of seminar in our institutions. It's on seeing that policy, I felt very happy, and I am very happy to say that churning has started for quality in our institutions. Nowadays, from 4 years, we are observing everywhere that our institutions are the great one, and we have starting so many new innovative policies and innovative things we are doing. So for that quality for education and pedagogy also started.
Okay.
And I am very happy to see the performance of the teachers using technology. I felt very happy. Usually people will think government schools, social welfare schools means they will be teaching and going, only giving lecture method and using lecture method, and they will be going. But here they used, many teachers told me that this is the first time, madam, we are taking a class here before so many people, they are telling, and they were very happy. and I am also happy with them. But I think
Madam,
they
I'm
have.
sorry to interrupt you at this point, because I will be keep interrupting you now and then. Look, you said that most of the teachers they were not lecturing, but I think very few of them also were lecturing as such, like chalk and talk method also they were using it.
Yes, yes, they are using all.
Yeah.
They are using the
What
technology.
is the reason
they
why
are
you
using
think?
the
What is the
board.
reason you think that they were using only the chalk and talk method? Like lecture method, most of them are, you said, say at least half of them are using. What is the reason why they are sticking to that pattern?
Because we have to innovate things, because they are used in childhood, they are used to see that type of teaching.
Okay, their teachers taught them that way.
Yes.
So they said, okay, that's the way of. Okay.
That is the best way they thought.
Okay.
But some of the teachers, they came out of that group and they started teaching using activities.
Okay, very good.
But still we have to innovate some more things regarding pedagogy. As we have seen Dr. Sugata Mitra, he is an educational experiments he will be doing.
Okay.
He has done an experiment, hole in the wall. His experiment is hole in the wall. What he has done in New Delhi, in a slum area, he has Sugata Mitra and his colleagues, they have dug a hole in the wall, and they have fixed a computer along with internet connection. The students or the people who are playing there, they started using that computer.
Okay.
And without anybody's this thing, they have learned how to use
Themselves.
computer and internet also.
It's a kind of trial or error method.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So they learn on their own. This shows us that students can learn on their own. They can innovate.
Okay.
So that method we have to bring into our classrooms. We should keep the students always engaged.
Okay.
That makes them more active in the classroom, and they will learn more.
Okay.
So this type of methods, new techniques and new methods we have to follow.
Okay.
I think that
were the teachers concentrating on questioning the students? Did you notice anything like that?
that is also lacking in our teachers.
Questioning
Students and eliciting the answers from them. Very rarely we have seen that. Only few teachers they have done that. Very rarely we have seen.
Do you think that it is important questioning the students at the beginning itself?
Definitely.
In what way it helps the teacher?
It helps the teacher the position where the student stands, his knowledge, from where she has to start the lesson, or from where she has to teach the students.
So, would you like to add to that what she says? Questioning, as far as questioning is concerned.
The teacher can check the comprehension levels of the students also. So whatever that he is teaching, so he can check with the students whether they are following the teacher or not. So it would keep the classroom very alive. It will keep the classroom alive.
I think I think by questioning, I think the teacher can really take the students to the topic which is teaching.
Yes.
Any subject for that matter.
Yes.
Right. For example, she is teaching a particular lesson. You ask questions and questions and questions. At the end, instead of saying the directly announcing the topic, by getting their answers, you put 2 and 2 together, and you will get the topic. I think that's a.
They will be prepared for the lesson also.
Yes,
students will be prepared for the lesson. So to make them
very lively, very interactive. So when there is a participation from the students also, and we could not see, and most of the teachers, they have not asked any questions.
Okay. What is the reason why you think, madam? I mean, the questions also goes to you as well. Why do you think they not ask questions?
One of the reason, I think they have mistaken the seminar part. They thought that it is only a seminar.
Seminar means
but I think from next time they won't do that. They will as
so
in a classroom.
I think we can see a lot of change. I am so eagerly waiting to see the second part of seminar, like Bahubali second part or something like that. So you want to say something?
Friends, I wanted to share with you. So it's a kind of only sharing the experiences with you only. So whatever is our observation for the NQP, the first phase, and I hope that those who are getting the chance in the next NQP, and it's only our concern that they should not repeat they will take this opportunity as for correction, and hope that they will be presenting their seminars in a much effective way in the next phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you also, again coming back to Geeta Lakshmi madam, you said that no interaction with the students. So how many types of interaction a teacher can have with the students? One thing you said is questioning. Any other interaction can we have with the students, like?
Questioning, and they can declare the topic before day itself, and the students will prepare and come and they will teach.
Okay.
And by giving some gaming like a quiz and all, like that also we can.
Okay, excellent. That's an excellent way of, okay, right. Now,
wherever in social studies and other subjects, science also, we can give them a quiz.
Okay.
They will prepare the questions and they will conduct the quiz.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that
You
want to add?
I wanted to add the very first seminar at Mahindra Hills. One teacher by name, just I wanted to reveal her name, named by Shashi, bioscience teacher. She brought some equipment into the classroom. She has given the equipment to all the students there. So it's a kind of hands-on experience.
Yes.
It's an experiential learning. So everybody, they participated and they reacted.
Yes.
So that's a kind of innovative way of teaching. So they would have brought a few equipment into the classroom and given it to them, so that they will learn and they will share their experience with the teacher. So activity based learning, experiential learning. So this is one of the pedagogical methods.
Yes, and I also wanted to add to that, in Mahbubnagar there was a CRT in physical science.
She brought so many.
Yeah, she brought a cartload of teaching aids. And one of them was a syringe, which works on Newton's law. She was put a syringe and a lift technology. And the moment you give that syringe in the form of a lift, pressure, the children shall feel very happy. Yeah. So I think the teachers have to allow the children to touch it, to feel it. So there is a lot of learning takes place. Yes. And I think that teacher was the best we have observed in Mahbubnagar. Yes. It was very, very interactive, and we were really flat by her interaction and the seminar. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, sir, you were mentioning about most of the teachers were confining themselves to the podium or the platform. What is the reason you think they were only confining themselves to?
What I feel that this may be the first experience of the teachers, so I have to put it in that way. So I hope that, but the next time they may not repeat that. Yeah.
No, what makes them stand there?
It's a conventional, traditional way of teaching. It's a conventional method, and most of us, we confine ourselves to the blackboard, and 50% of the time that we keep our time in the writing the blackboard, showing our backs to the children,
right.
And we confine ourselves. Only a few teachers, they keep on moving into the classroom. So it's a very mundane, conventional method of teaching, but it won't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
And madam, I think you were remarking one day to me saying that if there is no power, I think when we were together in one district, the power went off and everything came to a standstill. The teacher who was giving presentation just stood there. What do you think then you are remarking? So no power, no presentation. So what made you to say like that?
Completely they have depended on the PowerPoint presentation. I think some of them, not all, some of them, completely they depended on PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
So they stopped. But a teacher should always make the class lively. It should be a continuous one. If the power is not there also, they should able to continue their lecture.
Yeah.
So I think they should not depend much on the PowerPoint presentation. They should have the content in. They should continue the class.
Okay.
With the content.
Right. Lakshmi sir, I wanted to ask you whether most of the teachers have a kind of reservation in going to in the middle of the classroom, putting a hand on the children, whether boys or girls, and teaching them. Is there any restriction from the society that you should not go to the children and stand near them, laugh with them, smile with them, cry with them, anything like that?
No restrictions. No restriction. No restriction. We have never restricted anybody. And despite that, even without our intervention also, a few teachers at Mahindra Hills, they went around the class also, and that kind of emotional link is very much required whenever you teach you have to take the children along with you, you have to touch them, you have to smile with them, so you have to mingle with them. So that's way they learn the.
Right. Yeah. So that means children feel one with the teacher.
Yeah, they should feel one with the teacher. Yeah.
Geeta Lakshmi madam, I think in Varangal, you were remarking, I still remember, you were in your concluding remark, you were remarking that you always start your classes with why questions and WH questions. Can you elaborate on that for the benefit of the teachers who are listening to us? Always start your class with a why question, something you are telling. So,
that creates interest among the students, why it is happening like this, why it is like this. For example, if we teach India independence movement, first we should tell them how a leader should be. Then the interest will be created to them.
Okay.
And we should ask them why it happened, how you will do when you, if you have given an opportunity, how you will do that. Like that, if you put those questions, the interest will be created in the students.
Okay.
So we have to always start with why how, and how and all.
Okay. I think we should also encourage the students to ask a lot of questions.
Yes.
I think by default, our children are taught to listen to the teacher, not question. How do you react to that?
So in Mehbubnagar, one girl, she asked lot of questions, very intelligent questions she asked them, and I was really very happy. So in other schools also, only in Mehbubnagar I have seen that, very active girl. And I request the teachers to allow the teachers, students to talk, allow the students to ask questions, so that it will become a habit for them, and they will also start thinking how it happened, why it happened, like that they will also get that habit of thinking.
Okay.
So we should, if teachers encourages them to ask more questions, they will get habituated.
Then why it is not happening in our schools? Are we afraid, as a teacher, including myself, are we afraid that the students will overpower us or oversmart us? Is there anything like that? If we encourage the students to ask a lot of questions, is there any feeling among the teachers like that?
No, not like that. But they have to change their teaching pedagogy.
Yeah, by default we have never encouraged them. We have never encouraged the children. Whoever poses a good question, so you never give a pat to that particular child or anybody. You never encourage them. It's only just if somebody asks, they will try to answer to the question only, but you give a pat to the children.
Okay.
So then more number of children, they will start asking questions.
Okay, I think that's very important. That's very important. By applauding a student who was asked a good question, or even a student who has given a good answer, I think the teachers should encourage by calling that name, excellent answer or excellent question. Give her a big hand. Come on, children, let us. So that kind of applaud will go in a long way, and others also take a cue. See, my friend got an applause from the teacher, including my friends. So let me also ask question. The student will be always try to think. I think that is a very good strategy. Madam, any other pattern did you observe in the students, I mean the teachers in the NQP, in the district seminar?
Good practices or
no, I mean the good practices. Any good practices did you notice? Let's talk about good practice first, then we can ask about some bad practices.
Some teachers, they are very good. First they have started with this questioning, and they didn't reveal their topic, and they asked them something else.
Okay.
So students became curious, and they started what next they will be thinking about that.
Okay.
So that part I have seen. As you said, in Mehbubnagar, one teacher, she used lot of, though she's not able to deliver in English, but students, they are able to catch her this thing.
Because there are TLMs are there.
TLMs are there, and working TLMs they are.
Okay.
She used them.
Okay.
So, and some teachers, they have done wonderful activities to make the students interesting. They asked questions from movies also, like that. Like that, they elicited the topic from the students. And these are the good things they have done.
Okay.
And
I have got.
Yes, you want to supplement that?
Yeah,
yes.
I have got one of my best experience. So when I went to Laksatipet, the Adilabad NQP, one teacher by name R. Jyoti, just I am taking the best examples, and just for the encouragement sake, and CRT Zoology both, and her schooling, intermediate, degree, everything in Telugu medium only, but very passionately she spoke, and her communicative skills are very excellent. So though her background, most of us just normally we complain that we are from Telugu medium background.